The Court of Public Opinion is a part of the Amateur Radio Network.
No matter how hard they try to stop us, they can't. We built the greatest economy the world has ever seen, and we're going to do it again. Together, we're beating back the invisible enemy. Through it all, the world has witnessed the unyielding resolve of our incredible American people. With the grace of God, we will win this war, and we will win this war quickly, and we will make America great again.
It's a very powerful video. Man, I was watching it. I was choked up. Because I've talked to the nurses and my friends who are nurses who work on a COVID unit right now. They see it firsthand. They see the devastation and the difficulties that come with contracting COVID. And I'm reading through the news feed on my Facebook page. There's not a whole lot of response, and it's very hard to respond to these posts. So we're going to just do op-eds about what we see. And a lot of times, when you see Facebook posts or Facebook messages, a response is what we need. You want people to react. At least you know you're alive, you know. You think, count your blessings. Count your blessings that you aren't one of those people out there that is so tone deaf. There are so many things going on in America that it'd take a long time to study and know the topics. It doesn't take long, though, to figure out who the liars are. So it's just listening and, you know, reading and watching different posts the last couple hours. And there was reports stating that Nancy Pelosi is aware of the Wuhan disease. And I would say that most people, like, in her position would be brought up on ethics charges, obstruction of justice. Yet there's so many people, there's so many naysayers on YouTube and Facebook that I'm trying to understand what y'all are doing. You know, like justice, there's been so many injustice that when justice arrives, it's like you're not convinced. I think, looking at some of the things that we're watching, if justice doesn't prevail, it would continue on, and it would spread like a disease. There's people in churches, they have their business hiding behind the pews. They have to realize that every person, there's going to come a time that when good people do nothing, evil continues. And there's good people that are reluctant to say what they need to say and do what they need to do. Good people. There are good people. Let me just tell you that if we didn't educate ourselves and didn't know about the mail-in ballots, we would have thought it was a great idea. Because there's no negative press on it. You want to hear negative posts. At least you can get a feel for what is really going on. I'm not being negative by saying that. I'm saying the negative reaction, the response from the readers. So I hope that eventually, once we get done watching and reading and studying, that we'll be able to come up with an op-ed that you could criticize, or maybe not criticize, I don't know. There have been so many journalistic things that I've gone over in my mind about how to present to the Court of Public Opinion about what we watch on news feeds. especially social media, Facebook, and etc. Censoring it is not. That, again, goes back to the constitutional stuff that we're talking about. Apparently, from what I read, I'm not sure if this is true or not, but they're censoring OAN network. This is your chance to get caught up with the news this weekend and start sharpening your tools, your spiritual tools. That's what I got from watching just a clip of a couple posts. You should sharpen yourselves and be ready for whatever the fight might be. It's usually constitutional, so that you know. The war that has been fought against Americans is an invisible war. We are in a war, so that you know. You do not have to be afraid, because they're not going to be carrying rifles and guns. That's not the kind of war we're talking about. It's more of psychological warfare. And that's why I was crying and upset, because I feel like so many people are victims of the psychological warfare. So I'm going to wrap this post up. I'm going to leave the topic at this point. I'm not going to respond anymore to any posts. I have to break it up, and I got to call it a day. Thank you. God bless, and God bless America. The Court of Public Opinion is a part of the Amateur Radio Network.